Hey YouTube, I'm Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have such an exciting video for you guys. I have been dying to use this palette. You already know from the title. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial using the Natasha Denona bronze palette. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I feel like they are some of the best quality eyeshadows on the market, the best that I've tried. I just love their shimmers, their mattes, everything about them. They're blendable, creamy, buttery, smooth. There's some that are really high shine, some that are more of a satin finish. There's just so much variety and they're all such amazing quality. For Christmas this year, I was gifted this palette by my best friend, Jackie. You are crazy. I can't believe you did this. But I'm so excited to use it and to try it out on camera with you guys for the first time. The Natasha Denona bronze palette. Got all these really pretty neutrally tones in here. I'm not gonna lie, I am randomly drawn to these dark ones on the top here, so we might play around with those a little bit. But I'm just gonna go ahead and try it out for the first time with you guys. I have no clue what kind of look I want to do, so we're just gonna figure it out together. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up so that more people can see it too, and let's get started. All right guys, so I am just gonna start with a little bit of eyeshadow primer. I'm already wearing foundation and concealer. I always prime my lids when I put on eyeshadow, and this is my regular primer that I use every day, so I want to just keep my regular steps the same so that we can judge the palette fairly. The primer I'm using, by the way, is the Laura Mercier eye base. Okay, so looking at this palette, I feel like the palette is really cohesive and a lot of the shades will work together really nicely, which is great. It's nice to have a palette where you can really work all the colors in together with one another, but I also feel like there's a ton of variety. Like I feel like there's so many different types of looks that I could do with this as well. So I'm pretty stoked to give it a try. If you're new to my channel, last year for Christmas, I was given the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette by my boyfriend, and I absolutely loved using this palette all year. This is a palette where there was a ton of variation in colors and I was able to come up with so many different looks. I actually have a playlist using this palette on my channel, a bunch of different videos, so I'll link that across the top here if you want to go and see that. But for today, ooh, I just swatched those two deeper shades that I was showing you before. This color right here is this color right here. That's so different than what I was expecting, but it's so pretty. It's like a duotone. Ooh, I really like that. It's like warm and cool at the same time. So cool. That's called Rhodium. Okay, I think I'm just gonna start with this color right here. It's called Beach, and I'm just gonna take that and, I don't know, start with it in my crease and sort of on the outer corner of my eye. It's a lot warmer than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a neutral crease color. One thing that I feel like the Metropolis palette is missing is a neutral crease color. They have lots of warm crease colors in there, and it looks like it's going to be the same thing in this one here. I just felt like the Metropolis palette like had so many warm crease colors that one could have been changed out with a more neutral toned one. So I'm just blending out that color a little bit more, bringing it towards the front of my crease, the front of my eye area here. I've been sneezing so much lately. I've been having random allergies, which is so weird. It's such a random time of year to have allergies. Like, who gets allergies in January? Me, apparently. So pretty, blends out so nicely. Just that beautiful Natasha Denona formula that I love that just blends like so easy. Okay, I've switched brushes and I'm gonna go in with Magma. This looks like a red-based brown, and I'm gonna put this on my outer corner of my eye here. And then I'm just gonna blend that across my lid, sort of towards the front of my eye. Try to keep it a little bit lower, but just buff it into the crease a little bit too. But just like not as buffed out or taking it as high as the color that I just put down. And then to blend out the edge of that, I'm just going back into Beach, which was the first color that I used, and I'm just gonna use that to blend out the edges of that darker shade a little bit here. Next, I'm gonna take the color Rhodium. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner of my eye. Take it about halfway across. I'm getting a ton of fallout. I usually do get quite a bit of fallout with the Natasha Denona eyeshadows because I really load up the product onto my brush and then I pat it in, which is just a recipe for fallout. Normally I do my base, like my foundation and concealer, after my eyeshadow when I use Natasha Denona shadows. But I'm filming another video today, so I had to do that first. Yeah, so on my eye, this color looks a lot more like it does in the pan than it did in the swatch. It looks just more purpley and like a lot darker. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take that dark red brown Magma again and just intensify it on this outer corner here because I feel like we've lost quite a bit of it with our blending. That looks super cool, quite different. Wow, it's so smoky. It's so fun. Okay, I'm digging this. This is very like grunge, which I'm into. All right, I want a little bit of like a glittery topper, so I'm just gonna swatch some of these glittery shades in here and see if they're all like fully pigmented, because some of Natasha's glitter shadows, I hope you guys can see this. I need to do this on camera better because these look amazing. Hold on. All right, so there's those two shades that I just swatched. So like I was saying, some of Natasha's shadows are more of a sheer glitter, so they're more like a top coat, kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury pop shades. And then some of them, like these ones, have like quite a bit of color base. So they're sort of shimmer with like quite a bit of pigment underneath them. Okay, so it doesn't look like any of these have that top coat finish that I was just talking about. They all have quite a bit of pigment in their base. I'm so bad at doing swatches. So in that case, I'm probably just gonna take the lightest one, which is maybe this one here in the middle, Alloy. And I'm gonna just pop a little bit of that on my finger and add that right to the center. Definitely a bit more gold than I wanted. I just wanted a bit of sparkle, but that's okay. Looks cool. So next I'm gonna take this color right here, Deep Dive, on a little angled brush. And I'm going to try and do a little smoky eyeliner with this. Okay, so I'm just debating what I should do on my lower lash line. I kind of like it how it is without something on the bottom. So what that means is maybe I don't want to smoke it out too much under there. I'm gonna start with Magma, the reddy brown color that we used before. And I have this on a little flat definer brush. And take that about 3/4 of the way across. And then same brush into Deep Dive. That shadow is so soft. Like this tiny little brush is leaving indents in it. That's crazy. It's almost like, that's almost like a cream. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of this under here too. I really love the tone of these like dark purpley shades in here. I think they're so fun and different. I do not have anything like this. Okay, so I wanted to use a purple eyeliner on the inside of my eye, but I can't find purple, so I'm gonna use this one, which is a navy. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Marlene Midnight. And then I just need to highlight the inner corner, and there isn't really a highlight shade in here. So I'll probably just use my face highlighter to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back to show you guys the finished product. Okay guys, so here is the finished result with all of my makeup on.
You don't even know me like that. Are you pressed for time? Put you on my mind.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I love the way this makeup came out. I love these colors. I love these deep, dark, smoky, purpley colors. Like, I just feel like they're so much fun. One thing that I did notice about using this palette is some of the shades seemed so soft, like even softer than the colors in my Metropolis palette. And so what was happening is I would put down the color and then blend, and I felt like I blended too much, so I'd blend the color away. But once I kind of built it back up and then did like a softer blend on it, because it's so creamy, it's so smooth, it doesn't really need like an aggressive blend. Once I kind of adjusted how I was blending things out, I was able to get the pigmentation to show a lot better and not like blend away as quickly. I think it just turned out so fun, so different. I can't wait to play around with some of the other shades in here. I feel like I didn't do a very bronze look. Like there's a lot of like golds and bronzes in here, and I like hardly used any of those colors for doing a look with the bronze palette. But anyways, that's just like me in a nutshell. I'm like, oh, these are different. Let me do something completely different than what everyone else would do, because that makes sense. This one down here, Bliss, is like a pink with a gold reflect in it. I'm really excited to try out some other looks with this palette. So I'll definitely have some more looks coming soon. Let me know what you guys think of the look in the comments down below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's gonna help more people to see it too. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.